Hey there, everybody, CP Cards and Dice, and we're continuing with our 1980 project, Billy Ball project using Fall Classic Baseball. I've got, this is my 130th game, so I've got I think six more games to go, and I'm done with my part of the project. In this game, Steve McCatty is going up against Steve Stone, and McCatty, unfortunately for the A's, is a C, and Stone is going to be an A. So, I mean, that could mean something bad for the A's, something good for the Orioles, but it doesn't always turn out that way. But it's good just to know and to be aware as a manager that you may have to bring in some relief help if things get ugly. And sooner sometimes better than later. Welcome, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. And we're right about to get started with this game. I like to keep it moving. I will be taking some notes in terms of the innings where runs are scored. I'm trying to figure out a way where I can kind of condense my videos, make them a lot shorter just with the highlights. It's just kind of like a recap rather than the whole thing. And that's what I'm working on. I'm still learning the ins and the outs of the editing for YouTube, and that's a big part of it. So if I don't do that right, I'm cooked. It doesn't work. I screwed up my last video and I lost it because I was cutting in the wrong place, and that is the issue right now. So I'm still learning to use the YouTube editing program or feature, and the more I do it, of course, the better I'll get. But I need another video as content so I can practice with it, right, as a guinea pig. All right, so let's get started. We are in Memorial Stadium, Baltimore. This is the Sunday game of the series, the last game of the series, and it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be Steve Stone facing Steve McCatty, the Battle of the Steves. I'm using iScore to track it all. And for the A's, it's going to be Ricky Henderson in left field, Dwayne Murphy, the center fielder, Mitchell Page, the DH, batting third, batting cleanup is Dave Revering. Same exact lineup that they had on Saturday. Tony Arma is the right fielder, Wayne Gross, the third baseman, batting sixth, batting seventh is Jeff Newman, batting eighth is Dave McKay, the second baseman, and Bob Piccolo. I think I wrote Bob, but it's Rob, and he's at shortstop. On the mound is Steve McCatty. I'll tell you a little bit about Steve McCatty here. Let's see how he's doing in the stat-wise. So batting, he has no batting, but oh my goodness. Pitching, he's got 25 innings pitched, a 6.20 ERA, 15 strikeouts, 24 hits, so a hit an inning, and then of course 15 walks. So that's a hit and a half per inning, and he's almost 1.4 on his WHIP. I don't have his ERA here. I think his ERA was around 3.84, so he's above his ERA. Let's see what happens in this game. He's a C in this game, so that's not going to help him much. And we're going to roll a lot of dice in this game. I will use fast action cards, but I still want to roll the dice. That's a 46. That's a ballpark. A 15, he's a righty, and a 15 will be on the right side. A 15 is going to be a pop-up to the right side, and Eddie Murray calling for it, and he makes the catch. That's one away. So they retire the pesky Ricky Henderson on a pop-out. One down. Here comes Dwayne Murphy. Pitch from Murphy. It's a 46 again. Did we just roll 46? And this is a deep drive off the bat of Murphy to right field. Kenny Singleton to the track, to the wall. That's out of here. 1-0 A's. Dwayne Murphy connects with that one roll. Ouch, look at that. On a ballpark, that one roll is usually a home run. And there it is. 1-0. A tater for the lefty hitting Dwayne Murphy. Here's Mitchell Page. That's a 55, and that is a drive down the line into the right field corner. One hop off the wall, and Singleton plays it perfectly, hustling around first and into second is Page. The tag, not in time. In there with a double. So the A's, the swinging A's come out swinging. Here's Dave Revering. That's a 36. That's a blank, and that takes us to 36A. On Stone's card, that's a fly ball, center field. Runner on second, unless it's a strong arm, is going to advance. So tagging up is Page with good speed, and he's going to go on to third base. 2 outs. And it's Tony Armas. And that's a 64. That's a blank. And on Steve Stone, that is a ground ball hit hard to the third baseman who backhands it. Throw to first and in time to retire the side. 5-3 if you're keeping score at home. Bottom of the first. So we got a home run and lead off to start the game. Let's get that at the top. Top one, home run, and that was Murphy. All right. And we'll finish that 7. We'll do that 7. That ended there. Okay, so it's going to be Al Bumbry leading it off. Al Bumbry with a .318 batting average, so he's trouble. Here's Steve McCatty. Remember, McCatty is a C pitcher today. That's a 63. And that's swung on by Bumbry, and that's lifted to right. Can of corn for Armas, who settles under it. Squeezes it for the out, 1 away. Here's Rich Dower now. He's batting second today. He was batting 7th or 8th yesterday. Here's a pitch. That's a 22. That's line base hit for Dower. Strokes 1 to left center field, cut off by Henderson, and Dower's on at first. Kenny Singleton. Fall Classic Baseball game 138. I go up to 144, and then I'm done. This is a 24, and that's going to be a 1 hit by pitch. We don't get the 1 there, so we're going to check and see. Say a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop, Piccolo. And, W second base. And unfortunately, McKay's a W second base. So he's not going to turn the double play. It's a 6-4 force out. Just got out of work. And it's Eddie Murray with 2 outs. Runner on first. Pitch from McCatty. That's a 51. A 12 I don't think is going to fall within an error range. It's first baseman error. That's Revering over there. And Revering's error range is an 11. So we just beat that by just a little bit. So it's a ball that Revering bobbles and gets a hold of it just in time to get the out. So it's a ground ball to first base, I guess you can call it. And that retires the side. Wayne Gross, top of the second inning. And that's let's do that top of the second or the first is going to be 9-12. All right. And that is a 12 on Wayne Gross's card. He's a left-handed hitter, and he grounds out to the second baseman Dower. Dower scoops it, fires the first. Jeff Newman's up. Pitch from Steve Stone. And that's a 34. That's a blank. And a fly ball lifted to center field. Al Bumbry over. And squeeze it for the out, 2 down. And Dave McKay's a switch hitter, bats from the left side. Snake eyes, and that is going to be an out again. Some kind of an out. And he's banged from the left side. So this is going to be chopped to second. Charging is Dower over to first, and he gets him. 3 up, 3 down. Crowley, left-handed batter. 35, that's a blank, and a 35. On McCatty, C card is a fly ball opposite field. Henderson in the gap, and he chases it down. Big high fly off the bat of Crowley. And here's Dan Graham with a 45. That's going to be an out. And that's a fly to left. Again, an opposite field fly ball. And here's Doug DeCinces. And that's 26. And Doug DeCinces versus a lefty. It's a base hit, but versus a righty, you're going to get a fly ball Center field. Backing up is Murphy, and he squeezes it to retire the side. We go top of the third. Top of the third, and we are looking at, what time is that? 10:58. All right, Rob Piccolo. That's a 55, and that's going to be line drive base hit to left center field, played by Gary Renicky. So Piccolo's on with a leadoff single for the Billy Ball A's. See what's going to happen now. Ricky Henderson. It's a 4 bunting, and he's going to bunt. And that's one good, and lays it down, and no, it is not. Let's see what happens here. Oh, and that is a, I don't remember what it's an out. It's a fielder's choice, actually. It's a 2-6 fielder's choice. Fielder's choice 2-6. Around second is forced out, so I got to undo it because I had McCaddy batting, and he shouldn't be batting. So just got to remove that aspect of it, and then kind of re-input it real quick. So McCaddy's not batting. This is not the National League, even though the National League may not have a DH anymore. How do you feel about that, my friends? Ricky Henderson with a bunt lays it down. And blah, 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 blah. Where are we? The bunt was no good. It was a fielder's choice. So that's a fielder's choice. It's going to be 2-6. They get their man at second. All right, and Henderson is on at first. And here's Dwayne Murphy. He hit a home run solo shot in the first inning. He was top of the third, 1-0. It's going to be a 36. That's a blank. And on Steve Stone, that's a ground ball to short. Baltimore Chop runners advance. 6-3. And here is Mitchell Page. He doubled in that first inning. That's a 22. That's a, it's like line drive. Right field, Kenny Singleton. He's there. All right, Gary Renicky leading it off here in the bottom of the third. So 34 is a blank, and on McCaddy's card, that's a base hit. Ground ball, muscle through the infield. Played by Murphy. So Renicky's on at first. Here's Garcia, who's going to bunt. He's a 4, and that is going to be no good. So he lays it down, but picked up by the pitcher, goes to second, and they get it for another fielder's choice. That's unusual. So back-to-back fielder's choices is a 1-6. They get their man at second base. And now it's Garcia at first. Al Bumbry, the batter. And that is a 16 with 1 out. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Runner will advance over to first, the only play. Rich Dower. That's a snake eyes, and that is going to be ball 4. Puts runners on first and second with 2 outs for Kenny Singleton. And it's a 43. That's a blank on McCaddy. A 43 is ball 4. So that loads the bases. Back-to-back walks by McCaddy. Ouch. And here's Eddie Murray. He hit 32 home runs. With the bases loaded, what do you think is going to happen here? I don't know. Let's see what happens. It's 1-0 A's here in the bottom of the third, but a home run here, even a hit will probably give the A's a lead, and we got that home run. 65, that's off the pitcher. McCaddy, 1-19. That's a deep drive to center field. Back goes Murphy, looks up. That's out of here. Grand slam, Eddie Murray. Ouch, McCaddy. McCaddy's ERA is going to be hurting on that. But Eddie Murray comes around with a grand salami, a grand slam home run, which is always cool to see. I always want to be playing with a grand slam. Here's Terry Crowley now. It's 63 is the pitch. It's a blank, and a 63 is going to be an out. It's a fly ball in the gap, and Armas, with a good jump, runs it down. Dave Revering leading off the top of the fourth. That was a grand slam, a home run Murray in the bottom of the third. Home run, Murray. 4 RBIs, and that inning ended 15:51. Learning to use the YouTube channel editing function. So I'm having to take all these notes so I don't have to rewatch the whole game again. It's a 51 and an 11 will probably not be an error, but we have to see. Third baseman. We rolled an 11. Third baseman is Doug DeCinces, I believe. Yes. And he's a 7, so it's a ball that DeCinces gets to. Back on his feet, fires to first, and in time. 1 away. Next is Tony Armas. That's a 56. That should be a strikeout, and it is. Swings and misses at a curveball by Stone. Curve got him, and it's 14. Wayne Gross. Some sort of an out. That's a fly ball. Center field. On the run is Bunbury, and he tracks it down. 1 step on the warning track. Bottom of the 4th, Dan Graham. That's a 56. This should be a strikeout, and it is. Graham down on strikes. DeCinces is next. And that's a 32. 32 is a blank. And a 32 is an out. It's a fly to left. 2 down. And here's Dave McKay. It's actually Gary Renicky. That's a 34. That's a blank, and that is a base hit off the bat of Renicky. Loops run right over the shortstop's head. And here's Keegan Garcia with a 53. That's a range play, and that's going to be out of range. That's going to be some sort of a hit. Range play is a center field single plus. So runner's going to go to third. First and third now. With the top of the order, Bunbury up. Here's the pitch from McCaddy. 2 outs. It's a 53, another range play, but this is going to be to the pitcher. The pitcher, McCaddy, range is a 7. He just gets to that ball, fires it to first in time to retire the side. Oh, boy. All right. That was 18-15. That was 15:51, and then it was 18:15. All right, it's going to be Jeff Newman leading it off for the A's here in the top of the 5th inning. That's a 54. That's a wild chart. Go pull another card. Go to the Wilder chart. And that's a fly ball right field fighting. Roll a D20. I did. It's a 4. Check E rating. If the batter gets another chance, E9, or he catches it. Let me see. Pop foul down the right field while fighting it. Roll D20 versus E rating to see if he drops it. Batter gets another chance. This is a foul ball. There may be an error on 9. Singleton is a 4, and we rolled a 4, so that is going to be an error. He drops a foul ball. So it's going to sign an error. I got to do that. I got to sign an error to right field, and Newman gets another chance. That's nice. I like that. You don't see that in any other game. 64, that's a blank, and a 64 is going to be a fly ball right field. Newman goes the other way, and after it is the right fielder, Kenny Singleton. Makes the catch. 1 down. McKay. Bang from the left side. That's a 22, and that is line drive. Strike 3. That's a splits. It was a line drive single strikeout. 25, and that's an out. It's going to be a ground ball. Chopped to second. Rich Dow waits back. Now charges. Fires to first. 2 down. I like to keep things moving. It's grooving today. It's moving real fast, this game. I still enjoy it. It's not a race, but I do like things to move along, keep moving along. That's a 35, and that is a blank. We look on McCaddy, and that's an out, and it's a ground ball to third. Wayne Gross throws him out. Kenny Singleton up now. That's a 64. That's a blank on McCaddy, a C. It's going to be a fly ball out, and that is going to be to right field. Eddie Murray. All right, it's a 54. It's a wild chart. Go to Wilder chart. Pull another card. Go to Wilder chart. It said pop foul behind plate. E rating. It's a 1, so that's going to be an error. Drops the ball. Batter gets another chance. That's twice. The A's have dropped foul balls. Twice the A's have dropped foul balls. So I have to sign the error here. Let's see where that is. Sign error to 2. Oh. All right. So McCaddy to Eddie Murray. Here's another chance. And that's a 41. 41's a blank, but if you go to McCaddy, that is ball 4. Next is Terry Crowley. That's a 14. Ooh, that's on the ground. It's a double play, and it is going to be a 3-6-3 double play. Somebody was saying today, oh, I don't get any double plays, or I was reading it. I don't know. I feel like I get enough double plays. That retires the side, I believe. It was, oh, there was 2 outs already. There's no need for double play on that. All right. Ricky Henderson is up. Top of the 5th. Let's jot down when that inning ended, 22-18. Bottom of the, what is that? That was the bottom of the 5th. 22-18. All right. Here goes Ricky Henderson. That's a 52 and a 10. A 52 says a potential error on the third baseman. A 10 is going to be above his range, his third base. I think he was, yeah, he's a 7. So that's a nice play by DeCinces. Up on his feet, fires the first in time to get the speedy Henderson. Here's Dwayne Murphy, who's got a home run early in this game. That's a 63. So it's be a swing and a miss. Strikeout for Steve Stone. Mitchell Page. Pitch to Mitchell, 24. 1-2 hit by pitch. We missed that. It's a ground ball to second. And that retires the side. Terry Crowley. Oh, that's actually Dan Graham. Here's the pitch from McCaddy. It's going to be a 12, and that is a ground ball to short. Piccolo throws him out. Doug DeCinces with a 51 and a 15. That's going to be beyond the error range. It's ground ball to second. McKay up with it. Throws over to first. Nice play by McKay. 2 outs, and it's Gary Renicky. It's going to be a 61. That's a blank, and on a C pitcher, that's a strikeout. So that will retire the side. Renicky's down swinging. And let's see. That was the end of the 6th. 24. Here's Dave Revering leading off at the top of the 7th. It's a 46. That's ballpark. That's a deep drive off Revering's bat. That's a 1. And that's way back. Singleton can only look up. It's out of here. And the score is 4-2. Orioles. But both Mitchell Page and Dave Revering connect off the ballpark card. Both 1s. Both times I rolled 1s. Here's Tony Armas. Oh. And that's a 62. And that is a ground ball comebacker. Stone snags it over to first. 1 down. 4-2 ball game here in the top of the 7th. It's a 36 for Wayne Gross. It's going to be a blank. We're going to look on Steve Stone, and that is a ground ball back to the pitcher again. Another one back to the pitcher. Hardly ever see that. And here's Jeff Newman. 51. 3. Oh, that's going to be an error for sure. That's going to be a shortstop error. I'm not even going to look. Oh, actually, maybe a K. Wait, is it a KD strikeout? That's the question. Hold on. And it's the A's. KD 1 to, we rolled a 3. That is a strikeout. So we don't have to worry about the error. And here's, and that turns the side over. Actually, that sends us to the bottom of the 7th. Kiko Garcia pitched from McCaddy. 16 is a swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. Al Bumbry. Score is 4-2. Baltimore. That's a 64, and a 64 is a blank. It's a fly ball left field. After it is Henderson, he runs it down. Rich Dower with 2 out, pitch from McCaddy. So 41. 41's a blank, but off McCaddy, that's a base on balls. Out comes the manager to talk to McCaddy. That's a 46. That's ballpark, but that's going to be a 4, and he is batting lefty. A lefty, a 4 is going to be a drive in the gap. That's going to split the outfielders. It's going to be at least a double. Let's see if he'll try for 3. Base hit to left field. From first to home is assist to the right fielder, Armas. Armas is a 5. So here's a play at the plate, the relay from McKay, and he is out at the plate. And that retires his side. So it's a double. And he's out at home on a great throw and tag by the right fielder and the second baseman. Dave McKay here in the top of the 8th. Let's write down the numbers. 2708. 2708, and that was the 7th. All right. Score should be 4-2. That was a home run. Home run by, in the what? In the 7th. By Revering. I never wrote the time of that. But at least I know when it was. Dave McKay's up. And Stone is still in there. He can go 31. How many has he gone? Deep Drive has a great little endurance system. It's probably one of the coolest systems. That's twice around the lineups. That's 18. He's going to be 27 soon. See how he does against McKay. I'm not a big pinch hitting guy. I like just to let the guys play. 64. Sometimes I'll pinch hit when I need to. 64 is an out on Stone's card. That's a grounded second. Easy pickings for Dower. Rob Piccolo. Piccolo's 1 for 2 today. There goes some cards. Knock them over. Anthony was having trouble pulling a lot of fly balls. He felt there was a lot of fly balls. I feel that they come, sometimes you get a bunch of fly balls, sometimes you get a bunch of grounders, sometimes you get a good mix. It's just a look of the draw sometimes, You can't overanalyze it all, and that's coming from me. This is a snake eyes off the bat of Piccolo is pulled down the third base line, and nice pick by DeCinces. Fires the first low, but scooped out by Murray for out number 2. Here comes the top of the order, and Ricky Henderson. He's 0 for 3 today. Hasn't reached. That's a 45. That's going to be a blank, and that is going to be a fly ball to right. Ricky sends it the opposite way to retire the side. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Boy, this game moved really fast. We're 29 minutes. That's a 61. That's going to be a blank, and off McCaddy, it's going to be a strikeout. So McCaddy, despite being a C, kind of held his own today. He's allowed 4 runs, the grand slam, and that's it. It's a 51 and a 7. Depends who it's to. It's a shortstop. Shortstop is Piccolo, and Piccolo at short is a 4 error rating. So great play by P. A little ball hit up the middle, and Piccolo gets there, spins, throws the first, high throw, but nice stretch and tag by Dave Revering to save Piccolo of an error. And here's Dan Graham. Oh, that should have been Crowley. What was I in that? 51. That didn't matter because it wasn't off his card. So Dan Graham now. 4-2 ball game. 34. That's a blank. And 34 off of McCaddy's a base hit. So 2-out single puts the slow Graham at first base. Here's Doug DeCinces. Hopefully we won't get another home run. That's a deep drive off the bat of DeCinces. That ball is no doubt. Ricky Henderson looks up, and that's out of here. 2-run shot, 6-2. 6-2 Orioles. Doug DeCinces connects for a 2-run tater. And it's Gary Roenicke. Roenicke with a 31, and that is going to be a little ground ball and through for a base hit. Seeing eye grounder made it through the infield. Here's Kiko Garcia. Pitch from McCaddy. That's a 55. That's going to be line base hit. Runner's going to go to F advances. Is Roenicke F? He is A. Others can risk. 6-2. I'm going to risk it. It's to center field. My center fielder is a 2. It's a 3, actually. So here goes. 1, 2, 3. He's out, and he is out. Gunned down by Murphy at third base. Roenicke. So it's going to be a single. And out at third. Tagged out. 8-5. Great throw. And we go top of the 9, 6-2. Orioles, last licks for the A's. It's Murphy leading off. Stone should about be tired now. He's 31. He's gone. Oh, he's gone. Where has he gone? No, he's gone 27, 28. So he's still good. Here's a pitch, and that's a 34. 34 is a blank, and 34 is an out. Off Stone's card. He's a lefty, so that's going to be a ground ball to first. Flips to the pitcher covering. One down here in the top of the 9, 6-2 Orioles. It's a 63. That's a blank, and an A is a strikeout. Swing and a miss by Mitchell Page. No news there. He strikes out a lot. And here it is, 45. That's a blank off Revering. It's a plus sign, actually. You got a 45 off Steve Stone, and that is a fly ball, center field. And under it is Bunbury. That's the ball game. All right, and I guess I could finish it up now. Line score. The A's, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. The O's, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 6 left on base. McCaddy has an ERA of 6, so that brought it down just a little bit. Steve Stone gets the win, and McCaddy is going to get the loss. And that's what it is. Fall Classic Baseball. It's a blast. Try it out. It's a lot of fun. Easy to play, easy to learn. Got a ton of results. Ignore the charts. Excuse me. Use the fast action cards. And this is game 138 of my 140. I got to go to 144, and then I stop, and another manager picks it up. But we play simultaneously. So everybody in the group, if you want to be part of the group, just reach out to me. Everybody in the group gets to just hang out and play games at night. And that's about it. So now we move on. Where do we go? That's the question. I like to mention, where do we go? We are going to, what is that? 2007. I've been working on that. All right, here it is. Let's see. Next game is September, Monday or Tuesday? September. That's going to be September 8th. So we play the next day. We play at home against the Texas Rangers. I have not played the Texas Rangers, so I'm going to have to print out their team. That's going to be exciting. This is CP Cards and Dice with Tony Porter. Cards and Dice TV. I hope you enjoyed our baseball presentation of the tabletop game Fall Classic Baseball. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Take care, guys. Be safe.